Johnny started working as a watchman at one of the suburban cemeteries. There were frequent robberies of grave goods in this region, and it was his duty to carefully guard the area from bad people. One night, sitting in his van, he heard a sound outside that sounded very much like the sound of human footsteps. "Who is there?" he shouted in a stern voice after looking outside and flashing his flashlight. No one made a sound. He only heard the sound of his own breathing. "You can't hide. It's better to just go and you won't have any more problems," he shouted in an angry tone, but no one heard his voice. "Calm down." An old man's voice was heard from the right. Johnny looked to his right in fear and shone the flashlight directly in his face. An unknown man appeared with a white-gray beard and a rather wrinkled face. "Who are you?" Johnny asked in a confused tone. "Don't be afraid, I'm a gravedigger. I dig graves here the day before they bring a new dead," answered the old man. "I've been working here for a week. You haven't seen me before." "Well, I didn't see you because I was sick and couldn't work for several days." "Okay, but you know you won't take your eyes off me," Johnny said in a stern voice. "Hey, these new guards, you act the same when you see me for the first time." The old man spoke. "Has he worked here before me?" John was interested. "I can't even imagine how much I've done here before you." However, after some time, no one saw them again. After the old man's words, there was a moment of silence before John answered. "You are trying to scare me in vain, old man. You better get down to business." After that, the old man looked at Johnny with strange, wide-open eyes and left the place without a trace. John didn't get out of his van for an hour. He was watching a movie on his phone and drinking green tea when he decided to go outside and check on the old man. He walked through the dark surroundings of the cemetery with a bright flashlight in his hand, and on the way he looked at the faces of the dead painted on the tombstones. 2 minutes after he started looking for the old man, he came across something that really scared him. One unremarkable gravestone bore the image of a gray-haired man with the exact same face he had spoken to earlier. At the bottom of the tombstone was written, "Jason Reed, Gravedigger, 1935, 2017 years." "Damn, what is this?" shouted the frightened watchman.
"I told you that I'm a gravedigger. You should have believed me."
A very hoarse, monstrous voice came from behind John, and a cold, half-rotten hand touched his mouth. Also, I remind you that 99% of viewers are not subscribed to the channel, and in order to actively continue posting interesting horror stories on this channel, please subscribe me and like the video. Thanks for watching it until the end.